Imagine the game just crashed. Oh! AK-47! In front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman. Oh, shit! Jesus. Alright. We're getting up on it like that. Oh, is that girl dead? Why is there a dead body? What happened?
There's no way.
Is this another student?
Holy
Shit! What the shit? Dine Hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on.
Dude!
Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl?
the hell?
The hell? I never even saw her.
Really?
Huh? You were there too, bargain bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
Very funny.
And you missed the whole ass person? Yeah, right.
Hell no.
You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer. I can corroborate Damon's story. There was never a body. Miss Mass and I walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting
Between
this.
the time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered? You think she was murdered? Well, I don't know for sure, but I wonder it does really look like self-inflicted.
Shit.
So there's a killer running loose. I don't recall hearing anything when I was in. Okay, Desmond can back me up, right? Shit. She's right. There are no screams, no one left the building. So the killer's still inside? Someone pick up that gun and check to see if it's loaded. As more panic shouts fill the corridor, Ava Simon walked over to the body. Oi, what are you doing? Ignoring Grace's question, she sat down beside the dead girl and poked her in the face. What the?
You.
The fuck's wrong with you? Stop that. Did it squeak?
Strange.
It's not real. Yeah, she squeaked. There. Eh? This girl. She's just a dummy. A dummy?
How?
Nuh-uh, that's definitely a real body.
You're crazy.
Did you say you were a liar? Why should we believe you?
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself. If no one else is offering, I can do it. Wait, him?
Are we ready?
Well, how's it sound to everyone? Turned to look at each of us. I had my reservations, but when his gaze met mine, my lips instantly sealed shut. The look he gave me was unexpectedly intense.
Okay.
Yes, you could do it. The pirate casually approached the body now beside it, then just like Ava.
Oh, be damned.
Did you look at that? She's right, it is a dummy.
For real?
For real?
Say what?
How did she know it's a
You
fake?
see?
My intuition. Also, of course, with smell. This doesn't smell.
Dude, no.
As if. Could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
I said there's someone under the dummy.
Huh?
What is it? A tablet. Jean rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding the tablet. It was slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Nice hiding place.
Ah,
I wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't taken a closer look. Gives the impression I was supposed to, don't it?
For real?
It's on the tablet. Let me turn it on. Pressed the button and walked over and held the tablet out for us to see. Oh, it's loading something. After a few seconds, the loading symbol vanished. And it was the photo of a girl. Kara Kostinkin. Ultimate Teacher's Aide. Height, weight, female, 18. What is this? However, the tablet hasn't finished loading. Just after that image. Cause of death. She was stabbed 20 times in her torso and died from blood loss. The victim also suffered from chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Time of death is unknown. Colburn. The victim is Kara Kosing, the Ultimate Teacher's Aide. She has to be important to the story. Somehow. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. Oh, that's me. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. Cause of... it reads like a body report. This is all of us, right? If there was 15, then I would start thinking of Danganronpa 1, because there was a plot twist with that. Let's see, there's me, you, girl behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Maybe? Now, body report. What the hell's going on? Jeez, took you long to find that tablet. Ahem. Long ago, a heinous murder was committed. And the victim just so happened to be an ultimate, just like yourselves. Okay, so this was ages ago. But for you is a perfect reconstruction of a crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was made emotionally it was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. So a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl. So much potential lost to violence. What is this man playing at? Anyways, your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See the gray man on the tablet? Yep, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene, gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you'll be asked to present your findings to me. So we're at the prologue, and we're going on with a trial? Believe me, it's in your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone.
Not okay.
Investigation? What the hell?
Back off.
Fuck. Enough of this already. I don't want any part of this. Stop telling me what to do. Grace quickly grabbed a large chunk of rock from the floor and ran over to the speaker. Screaming out with sensitivity, she pulled her hand as far back as she could.
Brutal.
Great. No, wait, was that the watch? Trying to destroy private property. That's a zap. Fuck.
Fuck you. Holy.
Is he for real? Is school really gonna try to make us solve an old murder?
Don't say that.
Hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? Even though tried to, the Ultimate Talent program would have stopped them. I would underestimate the school board executives. Money can get to people's heads and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam.
What a joke.
They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they forgot what people want. More like they forgot how to be sane.
What did you say?
Would the UTP really be okay with this?
Think about it
It's
this
very
way.
counterintuitive. Any free will want to quit their enrollment after this. And Soup
I'm talking.
is the work of a separate group. Why are they using the Academy's name? Is it a way to hide their home, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden Academy.
So,
Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? It would explain when we passed out. They boarded the train before us, put in the bag with the
there's
gas.
gotta be something.
Because this happened on the train to the Academy, they could claim they are the Academy.
If I may ask.
Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't the speaker man who kidnapped us?
That's not it.
It obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location, that takes a team to do. Of course, that raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Because we're ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think I'll let the rest of you handle this. I doubt I'm in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Can I come with? I feel super bad leaving you alone. Oh,
Sure.
Sure, I suppose.
You can do it.
Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. Great. On that note, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room with the kitchen. Huh.
Don't get close.
I'm going with him. Screw this. Kai took off down the hallway like his life depended on it. Better than the moss.
I don't know.
No, but this. Will that man really let us go? We investigate?
Stay calm.
We don't know if we continue staying around like this. For now, all we can do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right. I need to brace myself and follow the directions I've been given. As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my current situation. I can only hope this ordeal will be over soon. Well, here we go. Before I do anything else, I should go back over that tablet. Okay. 28 stab wounds. She also suffered chemical burns to the head. She has eye burns, scalp. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Chemical burns in addition to 28 stab wounds. Jesus. I don't want to believe anything the speaker guy says, but this murder really is based on true events. Damn, the killer is totally sick in the head. Alright. AK-47, let's go! Our captors give us a lot of information about this victim. To their credit, what's written on his tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. She's a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. Someone gets a door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts for sure have been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. Quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. I mean, it's a fake body. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. Assault rifle. That's just how the doll shocked me so much. I completely overlooked this rifle. Expecting to realize something. The victim was stabbed. Why was a rifle near her body? A rifle. Could you step back a bit? I'm curious about something. He obviously knows how to look at a gun. Before I picked up, he finished my sentence. John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun. Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignore me. He released the magazine and the gun was surprisingly fast. Hey? From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet.
I see.
Huh, that's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put down guard so no one gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. A loaded gun. What's going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to a crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation. You might want to like pull the bolt back to see if it's like if there's one in the chamber. Seriously? It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. AK-47. Okay, so the bloody knife is obviously the murder weapon. But the thing is, what really killed her? Because we have the burns and then the stab wounds. For all we know, the chemical burns could have somewhat killed her. Like, let's say, like, because there's, like, burns in her head. What if it, like, leaked into her brain somehow if it burnt that bad? I don't know. Maybe you would have said that? I don't know. A bloody knife laid next to the victim. Safe to say that must be a murder weapon. Alright, let's go finger this dead body. Girl went so repeatedly. I don't need a tablet now then. Cause of death. You think stab to the heart, but tablet claimed blood loss. Okay, truth. They don't seem to be that deep. Not deep enough to pierce her heart. It's died from blood loss. What does that say about the killer? Probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. If they wanted her to suffer a slow death. What if it's a suicide attempt? Okay. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There's no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. It looked like there were dried blood underneath them. Why was there blood under her nails, but not on the rest of her hand? Seeing all the evidence, nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside the closet now. How do I move in? Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. It was the last place I wanted to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Shelf. Okay, towels. Lifting each towel, looks like finding underneath. Dust. This bucket might have the chemical in it. Why is it randomly light here? Nothing inside except, what's this smell? It smells like bleach. Toldya. Lads, do you have anything? I feel like you're going to be a misunderstood character in this game. There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check the entire closet for evidence. No thanks. A person like her is more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, have fun with that.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the person who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though. I'm skeptical about the validity of the statement.
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door, saying that she stepped away from the corner.
Right.
It's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again?
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointing you, huh?
So hackneyed.
Call a thing a ladder? It's so obviously a step ladder.
Seriously.
Aren't they practically the same
Pardon
thing?
me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. Bleh. A guy doesn't get my references is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check up on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. She's already out of here. Did she investigate anything besides that stupid ladder? Well... I'll check back at the closet. I need to inspect around the area before me. Okay. don't know, talk to someone?
It's for the best.
Because I don't really see anything else I can investigate. I'll double check the bucket. Can I check the back of the closet? So it looks like a body I can handle being in here. What? Okay, clock, let's go. Clock above the door doesn't seem like it works. Looks like that's everything around here. I should check out the other side of the room. Seriously? Oh, hello. You guys find anything?
Golly!
These shells are real intriguing. Take a look. Some of the clean brands goes back as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you do that?
How should I put it?
All chemicals do the job better since there are a few regulations about what's poisonous and all. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to live the fuzz. Sure they don't care about your black market clean supplies. I got some Tide or something.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Checked all the containers on the shelf. They're all full. They're all full with the exception of this one. Bottle of bleach.
Huh?
Bleach. Huh. There's a bucket in the closet that reeked of it.
Makes sense.
It's probably not a coincidence, given this thing's supposed to emulate a real crime scene. Crazy how much effort's been put into this. Can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it. Security camera. It's brand new. Now that she mentioned it, it does look out of place. You'd think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here. Did it get recently cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have a similar one installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students. That's just somewhere even in the... This is even the academy's doing. We'll do somewhere even in the academy. Really? Seriously? That's it? You investigate the crime scene so well it's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, you should meet by the elevator for the class trial. We didn't even get anything. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. See you soon. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? So that's the end of our investigation.
Let's see.
We're done with this closet. We should go outside and talk to the others. We're already getting to a class trial. Shit, I don't even know if I have enough time for this.
Come off the grass.
Oh, wait, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine.
Duh.
Obviously, we're going to court. Court?
What?
He's putting us on trial.
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
Makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files, what else could that stuff be for?
Well put.
Good point. Does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
Imagine that this elevator was near the tree of ignorance, right? You must be referring to the room with the tree.
Focus.
Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere.
Just follow
What are we
me.
waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like a dumb game. Really going on trial, this is going to be a nuisance to deal with.
Okay.
Might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. So no choice but to go as well. Okay, where's the fucking pause button? Pause button doesn't exist on my controller anymore. I pressed start. Didn't really do anything. How am I supposed to save? Okay, I'll press F1. F1 is not working. F1 is not working. I repeat, F1 is not working. Saving is not going to be fun. I do like the music, though. Oh, door. When I arrived at the tree, I saw people were already bickering.
Check it out.
Big tree, Eden's Garden Academy overused religious symbolism as tight. I really hope we get out after this.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her?
Come off the grass.
Off the grass, she's clearly faking her talent.
And I hearing you
And that makes her
right?
one of the bad guys? Want to hide her fake identity besides someone with a secret to hide. But she's the one who brought the gas bomb to the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever.
If no one else is gonna say
He
it.
was a mask to protect you then. Hey, don't look at me, I literally passed out. Someone's got plenty of holes in it, I suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
No, the liar chick totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. Oh, that's hilarious. She somehow knew the dead body was a dummy, then she poked it in the face. It's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you it was my intuition. You twitched my ass.
Hold your horses.
It's unbelievable. God told me we should inspect the doll. Oh, now look at us, we're on a mission to solve a murder.
Any clue?
Where's the elevator supposed to be again? That's right, there's supposed to be an elevator around here. All I see is a tree of ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here. Maybe we're just being played with fools. Is this missing? This looks weird. Green mask, just cracks on the mask, one of the eyes mission. How old is this thing be?
What you doing?
No, that's attitude, don't you? Huh? Oh yeah.
You alright?
So the statue. There's definitely some whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing. Is that weird? The statue's probably like super old. It makes sense to be cracking
I'm
stuff.
talking.
No, this definitely seems intentional.
Wait.
Like it's crappy on purpose. So it's not relevant to this elevator, is it? Well, you know,
What about?
we haven't find the piece and place down the statue. Something will happen, like a puzzle solving game. That's kind of far fetched, but wouldn't hurt to try. So we gotta look around for the other part of the mask. Holding your butts, cause I got the eyes of a predator.
Whatever.
This is like. Never mind. Starts to the tree again. Some people suspected the tree itself while we're scouting around it. After what seemed to be a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi! Everyone, I found it! Gather around Gracie what she was holding.
Nice.
Nice, that must be it. What should we do with it? Can we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Soybean.
Hey, back up, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slid it right into the mask, and then nothing happened.
Fail.
That was anticlimactic. Oh, never mind. The ground we were standing begins to shake.
Golly.
Oh, golly.
Oh shit!
Are we about to die? His oh shit is hilarious.
No.
Yo, I was right.
Whoa!
That actually worked. A fucking secret passageway in the tree. I never thought I'd see that. Tree of knowledge, symbol of sentience, intuition, understanding, exists here as a barren replica. The tree of ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so for ignorance. I'm sorry, that fucking leaf just distracted me. For ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh god, he's split random philosophy. We're so fucked. With the status of the elevator,
What about?
he stares at the foot of the opening.
Yep.
While waiting for it, let's explore.
If I may ask.
Why the sudden rush?
Duh.
I want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
If we get this over with, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math. Fair
Sure.
enough. So we just walk in, do we? One by one, we approach the opening of the tree. And ascend into the dark and the dankness. This is an elevator. See, the elevator's underneath the tree. This is actually interesting. We're going to a trial with everyone. All 16 of us. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we're after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisted man's game? Fake crime scene investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator entry. Now this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. Elevator getting slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when my movement stopped completely, doors open. Oh, here we go, boys. In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums have been arranged in a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instruction.
However,
And if we don't comply, then they'll zap you, of course.
back off.
Not this zapping shit again. Just face it, Miss Madison. We're going to have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There's no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Oh boy. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry, it didn't end. We kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape, a way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Yes, please, I want to save. Trinket. Okay. So we have like 5 things. This should be quick. Oh boy, here we go, lads. I should've got more water. Class trial in session. Oh boy. Shit, I don't have my magnum.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial.
Case 0.
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here! Ah! Somebody get me out of here!
The fuck?
What happened to her? Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit, the person running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see
Okay.
it, the objective of this trap...
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
I love this.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Can I change the volume?
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
Yo, get wrecked.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Unintelligible. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh god, you hear that? That sound of a non-stop debate approaching. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Silencer, circle bullet, shoot. Fast forward. Students may say things that contradict the truth. There's a journal turn in which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you've been armed with truth bullets. Oh god, okay, we got this. Press the right key to fire. You want to aim towards words highlighting gold as a weak spots. Liar contradiction. Use the correct truth bullet. Space to concentrate. It'll temporarily slow down time. Don't run out. That's when your calculator will fail. Oh my god. AR. Knife.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Got a
Objection!
minute.
It's
God damn
obvious
it.
what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilled that blood?
Don't say it's a gun.
Besides that big, scary gun. Ah,
How do I shoot?
There
I
was
pressed
a
the
gun.
key.
you hear that, lawyer man? She agrees.
Those ones in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down. How do I shoot?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara,
Okay.
But
That big scary guy.
No, I'm gonna lose this trial because I don't have the controls and shit. Okay, fuck this.
Big scary guy. That's right. What does that even have to do with anything?
What?
Scary guy.
There we
No, that's wrong!
There we go. Easy victory.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
Alright, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity.
Your hand is clipping through the podium.
Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If a gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
Of course we gotta do this. The actual murder weapon, it's obvious. What? No. Oh, okay, I thought this was a hangman's gambit.
I got it.
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Why so Cam's razor gotta ruin everything?
The what?
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird, choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Basically, I control fast. I need to say something. Oh shit. What do I got? Tablet AR, victim's hands.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were
we got
next
an
to the victim's
agreement.
body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer
Gun wasn't
would
broken.
have no reason to commit it. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Oh shit. It's easy to assume the killer was holding on to the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think of otherwise.
To reiterate, both the rifle...
Aesthetics over...
That's like your...
The gun was broken. The killer. Are you out?
Ah, fuck, I got another game over.
To reiterate,
You're...
Then the
There,
No, that's wrong.
there we fucking go. Tablet. I was spending like the last 10 minutes just shooting shit.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
I can.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With the knife. The reason they didn't use the gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Makes sense.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking
Oh
something?
no, are we going to do a knife war?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack. I bet the killer memorized her AI movement.
Nice.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Evidence shows the victim attempted to fight back? What do I got? Tablet, knife.
This is it.
There we go.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from
Oh, I know why she couldn't.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Now the buttons are working.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
I know why. She got chemical burns on her eyes, so she probably couldn't see.
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
Drag marks. Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood. Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
They used bleach to clean it.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There's somewhere missing that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I'm the only one who can figure that out. I'm smart. Okay, agree points? Seriously? We're doing this now, but the last one is... Okay, yada 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 yada. I get how green points work. Okay, I'm gonna need the tablet again.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
He's right.
I got it.
There we go. Smart boy now. Chemical burn fucked her eyes.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds. Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change it. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No. Not yet.
Serious?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
I can't really look at the evidence right now. Because the game is being weird.
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder
What if the
than...
killer is actually one of us in here? That'd be a plot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, Soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
Elaborate, please, lady.
Elephant in the room?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. Did he just tip the bottle over?
Nah, he used the bucket.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on, explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on to the subject, we made sure its logic is sound. Alright, let's pull out this fire. Okay, bucket, just...
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
Easy.
I got it.
Wonder if we have to lie. That'd be funny.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
Good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals in the victim's eyes? Especially out of knowing. There's some kind of clue we're missing here.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Must have knocked it from a shelf.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Above. Yes, it's right above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the doorframe?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference.
Eh?
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
I want two things. The bucket be above the victim and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. I need to balance the bucket on what? The door frame. I see. On top of the door.
I got it.
I'll use the step ladder to do so, I guess.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
Bounce about on the door. The killer would need. Was there anything in the crime scene that could use as a boost? If I can answer that, it'll add further credibility to my theory.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knick-knack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far, but I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree, they must have been hiding somewhere waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I said.
I got it.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking easy.
I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Elaborate, please.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder.
Well,
killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
What if he's the killer?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse.
He did it!
28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
He's kind of scaring me.
I agree with you, dude, but you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case.
Okay.
We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse.
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud. You seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Okay, he's getting into it. Wow, things are getting emotional. Well, you've been using logical arguments to further the trials so far now, whether you can change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. Motion charge commentary present variable text. Oh. Okay, so we're doing this. If I this. If you successfully make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents, stand lookout for pathos statements. While you always be able to advance a trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some heated conversations. Emotional damage.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
I wonder how we can...
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Was this murder justified, or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth. There we go. Switching to the keyboard because I don't really damn control on the fucking Xbox controller. Okay.
To kill Kara so easily.
And also it's the next day because I literally ran out of time.
There is no way.
What? I thought I had it. I literally shot it. Oh my god.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Pathos argument.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Okay, now I'm switching the controller. I just needed to use the E button for that. I'll figure it out on the controller one day.
He spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah! Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
It's like he's the protagonist or something. Am my door closed? Yes, I got my door
Let's
closed.
trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy!
Hey, if it means
Oof.
going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Thank you all for your support.
Protect this man at all costs.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing. Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're Disembodied Voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
You don't even know this fucker's name. Who's to say it's even Monokuma?
Oh, you're finally done.
Well, I mean, don't know who did it. It'd be a fucking twist if one of us did it, and the killer brought them here just so they can pay for it or some shit, I don't know. But it's already done and over with, and it was like past case and shit. I don't know.
In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
Motherfucker.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit.
Oh, here we go.
Why don't you summarize the information you've learned?
Alright, here we go. Time to abridge this shit.
It'll be good practice.
Practice? Yes, because we got 6 more to do.
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
It's time to bring forth the closing argument, yada yada yada. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Since Gus has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic is already complete. Is it really going to have, like, 4 things? Or is it like, oh, it's page 1 and a 4. But it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details judged by those gaps in the story. To fill these gaps, you have been provided a selection of stock panels. Use WASD or WASD to navigate your stop. Press spacebar to select the panel. Hover your mouse over the gap, press the left key to insert the panel. If you wish to undo your selection, press spacebar again. Don't forget those keys, that's how you... Gas will reveal hints. If you need to revisit information, control panels there. I wonder if someone has, like, the controls. Okay. Okay, A to do that. Okay, how the killer reach the door frame?
Got it.
There we go.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
No, I already like the fact that, like, the other classmates are already pitching in, so it doesn't seem like I'm the one telling the story and hogging the fucking spotlight.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Owie.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
It's not gonna be that easy.
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it.
I wonder if they're gonna use the fucking beta version of Monokuma. That's actually terrifying.
However, my head, it raises a compelling argument.
Like, it's literally like, what is it, like like half a man on one side, and like you could see it, and like the other side's like fucking clear or something. And you can see his fucking organs like creepy as
Who
fuck.
cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Or maybe with that goat thing, face to face.
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there.
Oh boy, here we go. Yep, goat dude.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants! The walls have finally crumbled! What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it?
You know, as much as I really want to say it's 16 against 1, he has the ability to shock us all, so going for him and dogpiling him and killing him right now might not be a good idea. But it's an idea.
Set it ablaze. Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
It literally just seems like a dude.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
No shit, Kai.
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Unamused. Killing game. Oh, and it looks like we're done here. Okay.
Well done.
Or you can call me Tozu, for short. Hey, what do you mean killing game? Did you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of this case? Quite the contrary, this is only the beginning. Of what?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is rushing.
are gonna kill each other. That's like... That's not funny. But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery. I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. If I recall correctly, you're free to leave this place. Nice. I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. You sneaky son of a bitch.
Not okay.
You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. He'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy, bullshit. What am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it, he's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away.
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants. Please don't do this. I just want to go home. I want to be with my family. Please, just let me go home.
No need to worry.
There's no need to cry, Miss Tolner. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one's gonna kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal.
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like that.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So what has you so convinced? Do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
You do? Then tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've got a couple hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist.
Not. You wouldn't all be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoiled
Oh, and one more
sport.
thing. That trial you just did? That was your presentation for the killing game.
Get out.
How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
And for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Using evidence you gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote. And if you choose the right person, they alone be executed and the killing game will continue. However, you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? What if if we get a game over and we choose to give up, we see everyone's executions? It'd be fucking hilarious. That'd actually be fun. All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Such
Nonsense.
disrespect.
All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Maybe you don't care? It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 will be allowed to survive?
No shot.
2 people. It's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Well done.
I know, that's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die no matter what, and yet with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't wait to see
For
all of you in action. More laughter and heart attack. The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Grace?
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want
Yep, she's dead.
nothing to do with this stupid game!
You're fucking dead. You're dead.
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed with another blow and another. And when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. Oh, shit! Okay, they got snipers. Never mind. Right out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything... Oh, yep, called it. Called it. Fucking called it. Yep, that's why you don't fuck with the fucking guy. Oh my god! Just a graze, Jesus Christ. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. Who the fuck are you? The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear she was working with him. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking, unnecessary display of violence. You think? I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now you become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara. If any kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Though she misses her shots. That was just a warning. I assure you it would be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
What is she, the ultimate fucking sharpshooter's brother? Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh? You asked me if I knew anything about my friends beside their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them as if I do, because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical courtroom procedures. He's right. Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys get, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate will fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. I won't throw away all that away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all gonna escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voice in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick. Why?
My.
Why? I hate my protagonist. Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone seems so hopeful? What am I, the ultimate despair again? The voice inside me was answered by another.
Oh.
You've got it all wrong. The students turned attention towards Ava, surprised by her words. Hey? Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, it's still resorting to random ad hominem attacks. Why don't you explain your reason?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Live with constant praise in the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates would do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved, you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they will be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make them vulnerable? So that'll be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given us all a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please.
So stop trying to turn us against each other. Please. The feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Ava. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Ava's right. Oh my god. I mean, he's kind of like smart and thinking like the whole. He's thinking logically, kind of, but he's also a dick. Oh.
No.
Damon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Ava made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anyone. She killed someone.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how this playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyway. Between all you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that has been said before. I could no longer express my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch!
You've got to be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. Running a business that feeds millions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exemption, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I can feel the words worming into their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality.
Yeah.
Better yet, I was the one who got you. Why am I shit? Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us because you can say words nobody understands. Well, that stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know? Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
Disappointed in you? How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to... It's no use. They turn against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads. I mean, you make your bed, you gotta sleep in it, Damon.
This lovely.
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? We'll save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the Gillingham area. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him to the room lower the two of them to the ground out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not gonna kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all gonna make it out of here, okay? I don't know about that. It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How did this happen? Because you fucking spoke and was just like, yo, y'all are shit, I'm better than you. What the fuck am I, who the fuck am I playing as? Byakuya himself? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. And the killing game. What if this is like the end? This is like how the game like, oh fuck. Like a 2-episode Shoot, good count. Gonna die. Jesus Christ. You got fucking lucky. I just did like the prologue trial. And that's probably like the first I can play more in this game. We end up dying. What the fuck? You know, we have good, funny plot twist. We end up the game. The creators pull a Danganronpa V3, and the first legitimate trial, we actually committed the murder, and we take control of Wolfgang. That'd be funny. Wow's woven by stitches and needles. 16 surviving members. To be continued. And I think that's where this is gonna end. Obviously I gotta stick this in with the last video I made yesterday, but oh, is that actually it? I pressed it. Nope, I can't skip. Is that actually the game? No, that can't be the game, bro. Ah, okay. It doesn't seem like we can continue on. So that was a little fun fan game to play. Alright. Well, this was kind of fun to play. I was hoping that this would be finished, but I'll probably come back again when the full game's released and give it another go. Well, thanks for tuning in to the series, and yeah, peace out.